G'day everyone, Gareth here from Fraser Coast Food Forest. Thought I'd do a walk around today, just let you know there's a bit happening. Everything's waking up. Some exciting things have started happening which haven't happened yet, so thought I would take you for a walk around the garden. And the first thing I'm going to do is point out this asparagus. For those of you that enjoy eating asparagus and don't grow it, I would highly recommend growing asparagus. These are all planted from crowns, and the taste of homegrown organic asparagus is absolutely amazing. You cannot compare it to store-bought. And I've harvested and we've eaten, well, I shouldn't say we, because I'm the only one in the family that eats asparagus, but I have taken some to work. And they're beautiful and sweet. And here's a beautiful one just coming up now. So this was pruned back to ground level everything. And then I harvested all the new spears coming up. Here's another one here. The only problem is it seeds. We've got some green seeds in this one. I'll show you some red ones in a minute, and they do drop and they do start to grow a heap here, look. Which I do try and pluck out, but I'm going to try and grow this in different areas in the garden. The bees are looking for you can see a bee in there looking around. But if you want something where you just plant and forget, asparagus, get a couple of different varieties as well. There is supposed to be a purple variety in here, but it's the second time I've purchased a purple variety and it hasn't been purple. Oh, we've got here we go. The big grasshoppers, they destroy everything. Another plant and forget is your sweet potato. She's getting a bit limp at the moment, needs some water. Once you grow sweet potato, you'll never have to worry about growing it again. In fact, it's a really good ground cover. It's a little bit there. We've got the blue Javas over here, which are starting to pick up again. I did divide, this is the one that's fruited twice here. As you can see, I've pulled them out and I've planted them around the garden, but she's all starting to come back again now. In fact, I'm going to probably have to take a couple out. Oh yeah, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have to divide these. I'll plant these around the garden as well. Here's the asparagus I was talking about. So there's your asparagus seeds there, the red ones. I'm just going to let these drop off. If they grow in here, bonus. Don't eat them, they're poisonous. I'm sort of letting all the veggies go to seed. When you harvest your broccoli, sometimes you can get another. See this one here, I've cut the top off. This is beautiful broccoli and it's grown some little ones now. But you can see all the seed pods in here. I'll collect them up and we'll plant some more. Carrots, these are probably getting a bit old now, but as you can see, carrots have been doing really well. There you go, some beautiful carrots there. Take them in the house later on. And once this is all harvested and I've collected seeds, I'll pull everything out and we'll start again. The dragon fruits are all really taking off now. As you can see, it's reached the top of this trellis. This is a really high trellis. This is over my head by half a foot maybe. A really, really high one. I kind of want a wall of dragon fruit here. We've got some that are broken. This will all grow back. I'll have to tie this one up. This back one here, I don't know what happened to this. Don't know what happened to it, but she's growing back. I might cut this one off and let this one grow through here. We've got the bunch of bananas up here, which have been hanging there through winter. They don't really do much when it gets cold. The sun's probably in the way there. I would say they're pretty close to being ready, maybe a month max. And then we've got another one that's just come out here as well. So we've got a few bunches around the property now. This mango is a Kensington Pride. Well, we believe it is. This was here on the property when we moved in. It was a fairly big mango and it used up a lot of this space here, so I pruned it right back. So every single branch you see on this are new since we've moved into the property. So we got a massive crop when we moved in, and then we didn't get anything because I've pruned it right back. But this year, as you can see, we've got most of the flowering's finished actually. You can see all the little fruitlets here. All the cuttings have gone in here and they've broken down heaps. But as you can see, look, there's a huge amount of flowers and then all this new growth. Beautiful. I think we're going to probably get hundreds maybe, or maybe not hundreds, maybe up to 200 hopefully this year. Like when you look at the amount of mangoes on here, obviously this is going to need to be thinned out if they continue to grow. But that's awesome, because I really missed it when we didn't get any mangoes, because we had a year where we had some really early humidity and it killed off all flowers on all mangoes that I know of in Hervey Bay. And some more exciting news, the cacao. I nearly pulled this out of the ground because I thought it was dead, because I had to move it. Because I had it planted over there and I didn't think it was a good area. But as you can see here, we have some new growth. I think the winter probably affected it as well, probably the wrong time to move it, but it's growing back. So I'm super excited about that. The Mamey sapote is really starting to take off here. This is the Key West variety, and that's really starting to take off now. I've had to do some double staking. We've had some terrible wind over the last few days. It's kind of slowed down a bit today, which is really good, and it's starting to warm up really quickly. Dragon fruits are going nuts. I did a video of these actually not long ago. They've probably grown even more now. Most of them have come up through the top of the trellis now. Some of these other varieties over here are a lot slower to grow. These were all planted at the same time, these three, and as you can see, this one hasn't made it yet. Got some nice new growth coming off this one. I might take this one off and keep these three. There we go. Beautiful. If you watch my video on dragon fruits, I go through all the different varieties I've got, and yeah, so if you watch that video. Sapodilla. This one, all the bugs seem to like this one. I've just sprayed this one because it's suffered from all sorts of stuff, but it's not really affecting its growth. I mean, it looks okay, so I don't really bother too much about it. This is a grafted variety, as you can see. There's the graft right there, and we're getting lots of new growth out of this. The ants go crazy on this. Oh, of course, the starfruit. You can't go wrong with the starfruit. We actually had quite a lot through the year. In fact, to the point where we've actually lost some. Just couldn't keep up with them. But, so there's no fruit on here at the moment, but like I said, it pretty much flowers all year round, as you can see. And we're getting some flowers up, a lot of flowers up high now. all the way up to the top of that branch there. And then we've got some here that have actually got little fruitlets on it. Look at that, they're beautiful flowers. The black sapote, surprisingly, I haven't been able to find any evidence of any flowers starting yet. But there are some little tiny, and I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really tell, but these may be flowers. I'm pretty sure they should be flowering at this time of year, getting lots and lots of growth. I'm going to have to cut the top off this because the black sapote is a huge tree. And that grows extremely fast here in the subtropics, borderline tropics. We've been here for 3 years now and we have not had frost. The coldest it's got, I think, here was 6 degrees at night. But I know inland you will get frost. I've got the bananas. These are all just divisions. Oh, hang on. I've got to do something. Patiently waiting. Here we go. There we go. He'll be back. Got a nice spear growing here. I think that's the blue Java. This is another sapodilla in full shade. And looks fine, but probably needs a bit of sun, and you can see all that black stuff on the leaves there. He's dropped the ball here somewhere. Here it is. There we go. You can have that. Worm farm going unreal. That's did have a rat in there the other day, and this time of year I've got to be very careful when I take that plastic off because of snakes. There will be a snake in there one day, I guarantee you. Move along to the star apple, which is really starting to produce some new growth here. And this is another one that has suffered from pests. You can see, again, I don't really do anything unless it gets really bad. You can see there, all these, whatever you call them, white flies or whatever they are. But it looks healthy. All right, let's move along. I will go back this way because I wanted to show you some plants that are, they don't look too good, but they've just survived winter. And these are a rambutan. And I'm getting some new growth coming out of these branches here, which is really good. There's 4 of these. This one's already pushed out this new growth here. I think it's going to be a long time before we get fruit off these though. If every winter they curl up like this. Another one here. Little tiny bit of growth there. I'll turn this sprinkler off and we'll go for a walk over there. Here we go. Oh, that was a shock and throw. I'll just turn this sprinkler off. We haven't had much rain now for a couple of months. All right, let's come over here. We've got 2 jackfruit. These are both a variety, this one being the Cosmic Gold, which is a seedling variety. This one still hasn't got any evidence of potential flowers yet. But I reckon it's close. I might even cut the top off this one. Maybe the 2 of these top branches here, so she doesn't get too tall. Because again, another tree that can get massive. But doing really well here. Same with this one. God, this dog's not going to give up today. Oh, that was a horrible throw as well. It's coming back to me. Here we go. This one here is the Galaxy variety. Definitely looks like a more compact type tree, to be honest. And definitely one that looks healthier with a lot of new. I'm going to leave these and see what happens. Maybe not this lower one, and see what happens. We might get a flower coming off those ones. We'll go over to some citrus over here. Well, we'll go over to the Jabba Dicaba over here. This is a hybrid variety. The Scarlet. I wanted one right up at the house because of the smell of the flowers. They smell amazing. So the smell of these flowers will fill up this whole area around here and into the house. Getting some new growth. These are only very new. Well, this particular one. And we've got the citrus here. This is a dwarf orange. The variety being called the pineapple. And this one's actually already flowered, and we've got some little fruitlets all around. And then we come over to the mandarin. I can't remember what mandarin this is. There's one out the front, which I don't really go out the front when I make videos. But as you can see, it's in full flower. I'm going to guess, I think this is the honey murcot, which is one of my favourite, very sweet mandarin. It's not an easy peel variety, and what I mean by that is, you know how some mandarins, the skin almost is lifted away from the actual fruit itself. I think the honey murcot is not like that. So it's a bit harder to peel, but it's well worth it. That's another orange. I think it's the Caracara. This is another fruit tree that was transplanted and moved here and growing. It's not a dwarf, but it definitely looks as though it's got the behaviour of a dwarf. And this is another problem we get here. I don't know whether you can see that, but that is dirt and that is ants making nests. That's another thing you've got to watch out for here as well, because it can actually do harm. In fact, I think it already has done a bit if you look at that. In fact, there's more up the top here, look. See there? It's like, yeah, it's weird. Anyway, that's the orange, the Caracara. Another Jabba Dicaba here, or Jabba Dicaba. This one's never looked as though it's done well. I don't know why, considering there's one right there, which is probably the healthiest one, considering we had palm trees lopped here and they lopped one on top of that and it literally knocked it down flat. I lifted it back up and it didn't break it. It just literally tipped it and squashed it over. And look at it. This one, yeah, maybe even get rid of this one. But yeah, this one here is looking really good. This is all new growth, by the way. You can tell the older growth.